I'm joined by two of my colleagues on the police board, Mayor Ann Best, who's also vice chair of the board, and our newest board member, Mike D, who is an appointment by the province of Ontario, and Jeanette is the auditor of the town. We're here today, I think appropriately, at the start of the month, we introduced our new police chief. At the end of the month, we're introducing our new deputy chief. And I'm very happy to tell you that the London Police Services Board has selected as our new deputy chief, Brent Shea. Congratulations. On behalf of the board, let me just say a couple of things. First of all, we have been, and I've said this before, I said this at Chief Duncan's inauguration, we've been so pleased with the quality of women and men who make up London Police Services. And the senior officers, we had quite a very difficult time making this selection, making this choice, because of the tremendous qualifications, the dedication, the record of service, the quality of individuals that we have in the senior law enforcement in this city. London should be very proud of its senior officers and all of the women who make up the London Police Services. We have one of the finest police services in Canada, and the record of accomplishment and achievement by our officers, I think, is exemplary. And it was an extremely difficult decision by the board, but because we have so many qualified people, and Deputy Chief Shea, I think, is going to continue that record of achievement and accomplishment and service. Let me tell you briefly about him. He's a 30-year veteran of the London Police Force. He's worked in several areas of our organization, including uniform patrol, major crime, vice and drugs, forensic identification, explosive disposal, professional standards branch, human resources branch. He's most recently been a superintendent responsible for the corporate services division. He also has a long family history in the police service, and you'll meet his family and understand that better in just a moment. But throughout his career, he's also been involved in a variety of both community activities and police services at the national and provincial level as well. He has a tremendous record and a great record of accomplishment, and that's why the London Police Services Board is delighted to name Brent Shea as the deputy chief. And Brent, congratulations. You're going to hear from me in a moment. I would like to ask the mayor to bring greetings on behalf of the community, especially welcome Brent.
Well, thank you very much, Gord, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here to bring greetings on behalf of the City of London and to extend our congratulations to our new Deputy Chief. We have to get used to saying that now, Brent, and we say it with great pride as we know that you will live up to not only the motto that we often hear spoken about when we talk about our police service, but the excellence with which we serve our community for the safety and security of all of our citizens, that each and every member of our police service really rises to the occasion. I'd say just a couple of things. That it's interesting that in the last month or 6 weeks, it was like opening a whole new book here at Police Services with many chapters that have been written. The first was making the new police headquarters available to be able to serve our community in a much more proactive way. And we certainly are continuing to do work and renovation in this part of it, but having the new part of our police services there, I think, gives us that much more confidence in the work that we're doing for our citizens. Secondly, we have our new chief who has taken over the mantle and already got, it's almost like baptism by fire, Chief, jumping right in. But with all those years of service under his belt, has already, again, really started to lay the foundation of the direction that he will be taking us. And now with the addition of Brent, I think this will continue to allow us to really form the team that is going to be at the helm for many years to come, that will continue again to meet the needs of our community. And so as a police services board, we're also changing in many different ways because there are new board members that are coming on and changes will happen. Really, we're all working together, and there are going to be a lot of new and exciting things that are going to take place. And I think that Brent is going to do an outstanding job in his new role, not only in supporting the chief, but in bringing forward ideas and the kind of experience that he brings working with the other members of the senior officers, as well as the men and women that are out on the street, as well as those that work within this building. So there are a lot of exciting things that are happening here, and it's a great pleasure on behalf of the city to be able to acknowledge the new appointment and to welcome you aboard in this new capacity. Also, I always have to say to the families, because we always think that it's just the position that we are appointing that is important, but I see Becky, Becky, right? Yes, behind there. Becky is Brent's wife, and we always know that for every person that is part of police services or other emergency services and other parts of what we do to keep our community safe, you have to have a very strong family support unit. And it starts at the top, and we know that, as was mentioned, there is a long history of policing in Brent's family. But Becky, I say to you as well, congratulations. I know that your support is going to mean as much as anything for the days ahead in working through challenges that arise in policing and situations that arise. But we have every confidence that with family support that Brent will actually do quite an outstanding job. So congratulations again Brent, and thank you everybody for coming to be part of this announcement.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Chair, Mayor, Brent, Board Member, Mr. Deeb. It certainly gives me pleasure as Chief to welcome the newest member to our executive team. And, you know, I use that word team, and both the Mayor and the Chair have talked about that. And one of our strengths at the London Police Service is that we have such an excellent team. We have a very strong senior management team, and Brent brings 30 years of experience to that table, as was indicated in some of his file, which I would encourage you to read it because it goes on for quite some time, because he's a very accomplished officer. And he's been not only at the municipal tables, but provincial and federally. So he comes to the table with a great deal of experience, which will certainly assist me as Chief of Police. And Brent will start in the operations side, and I know that we've had some chats over the last little while, so he's quite prepared for what he's getting himself into. And I'm also going to indicate as well as the Mayor that family is very, very important. And Brent certainly comes from a history of policing within his family. His father was a Hamilton Wentworth police officer. His brother is still a serving member there, and of course his son Cam is with us. So we certainly have a wealth of experience in this room. And I just want to say, Brent, that when the announcement was made, prior to that, I had been stacking a little bit of work in my office as I was the operational deputy. So knowing that there would be hope at the end of the tunnel, I've left you with a little bit of work. When celebrations are over, perhaps tomorrow, you and I can sit down and we'll have a chat about the going way forward. But certainly on behalf of the women and men of the London Police Service, we welcome you to the helm as Deputy Chief Operations, and I certainly wish you all the best as part of my team. And Brent, when you come forward, it's always a tradition that we provide you with the symbol of your office, which we know is very important, so I'd like to present you with the new Deputy Chief badge.
Well, you can see the strength we have in the department with Chief Brad Duncan, Deputy Chief Ian Peer, and now our newest Deputy Chief, Brent Shea. Brent, on behalf of the London Police Services Board, congratulations, and please come on.
Board Chair, Mr. Hume, Mayor DeSico Best, Board Member, Mr. Deeb, Chief Faulkner. Chief Faulkner. See, I was just making sure the media was all Chief Duncan, Father Mocker, family and friend. Thank you for attending today and offering your support as I move forward in the position of Deputy Chief. Controller Hume, I thank you and the board for selecting and allowing me the opportunity to serve the London community in this capacity. The London Police Service is a dynamic, progressive organization staffed by dedicated and talented individuals who work tirelessly each and every day to ensure the safety and security of all London citizens and visitors to our city. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to continue to work with all our members in this new role. Throughout my policing career, I've had the opportunity to serve our city in numerous capacities. These varied roles have provided me exposure to policing across Ontario and throughout Canada. And I can state without hesitation that the London Police Service is respected as a leading police organization in many fields. The high degree of professional regard of this professional regard is directly attributed to the culture of recognizing the multitude of talents of our members and their absolute commitment towards the betterment of not only our own community, but the advancement of the overall policing profession. I would look forward to working over the next 5 years with Chief Duncan. I have had the privilege of knowing Brad throughout my career and have observed firsthand his absolute dedication to the effective and efficient delivery of progressive police services to our city. I acknowledge and respect his strong leadership capabilities and his genuine regard for all London Police staff, and I share the same desire that the London Police Service continue to be a leader in the delivery of police services as we embrace new technologies, develop best practices, and recruit and retain the best in the policing profession. I want to thank my family for attending and showing their continued support towards my policing career. The demands of police work are significant. My career has frequently involved long hours over varied shifts, resulting in my absence from many family events. Yet throughout, my family remained my best supporters and have encouraged each new opportunity I pursued. Becky, my wife of almost 30 years and my best friend, you have endured all that policing delivered. You know that all professional successes that I have enjoyed were only accomplished because of your support and love. Thank you. As mentioned, I've come from a long tradition of policing. My uncle Dan Shea retired in the 1960s as a detective from the Hamilton Police Force. My father Tom, who is here today, retired as an inspector from the Hamilton Police Service in the 1990s. And my brother Michael is currently a serving superintendent with the Hamilton Police Service. And most recently, our son Cameron, who I'm very proud of, is here today as well, serves as a constable with the London Police Service. I want to thank my family for coming today. My father Tom, my mother Mary, my father-in-law John, and his wife Catherine, my son Cameron and his wife Bella, and our other two sons, unfortunately, one's in Toronto and one's in Calgary, were unable to make it. But I know they have sent their best wishes, and I truly appreciate that. I truly believe there is no greater calling than that of the public service. I am proud to be a member of the London Police Service, and I am proud to serve the citizens of London as their public servant in the capacity as Deputy Chief. Thank you.
You can see we've made a great choice, and with that, congratulations go to Brent. Best wishes to him and his many years of service. To the family, thank you so much for joining us. You should be justifiably proud of Brent. And with that, we will draw this to conclusion. Thank you very much.